Happy Monday, everybody. Today, I want to take some time to talk about arguably one of the biggest mistakes that most people make in the gym. And this is the difference between having effective workouts and not effective workouts, and why most people think that they need to actually work out a lot more than they really need to see results. And the thing that I'm talking about is intention. So when people go to the gym, they tend to just think about going to the gym, working out, working up a sweat, and then leaving. And there's not really a desired outcome beyond that. And so what I try to teach all my clients, and what I would encourage you to start to think about, is what is your intention, not only for each session in the gym, but for each movement that you're doing. Can we make things more effective simply by thinking them through and thinking about what we want to accomplish? For instance, am I doing a push-up because it makes me sweat, or am I doing a push-up to try to target and strengthen the muscles in my chest, my shoulders, and my triceps? And while you might think, oh, well, every time I do a push-up, I feel those muscles a little bit, it's a very different feeling when you go into a movement thinking about using those muscles or having the intention of using those muscles. So this is really the difference of going in and doing a workout and going in and training. When we bring intention to our training sessions, each movement has a desired outcome. We're trying to specifically target specific muscles or movement patterns or different ways of working out, whether that be strength, hypertrophy, endurance. When we go into a workout, we're thinking about just trying to get sweaty and burn calories. And often people don't even really know what they should be thinking about when they go into their workouts, which is no fault of their own. But this is where hiring a trainer or asking a friend or doing some research online becomes super useful, so you can start to understand why we do the movements we do, what we should be focusing on in those movements, and how to make them effective as possible. The goal is never that you have to live in the gym 24/7. Very realistically, for most people, it's 2 to 3 times a week for an hour at a time. But because of that, we do need to be intentional, and we need to be effective with the workouts. So not only going into a movement thinking, get my heart rate up, but going into a movement thinking about squeezing the muscle, thinking about practicing and perfecting the movement pattern, thinking about really feeling and learning what your body is telling you through that movement. And I can guarantee you right now that if you go into the gym on your next session and do that, even with the same movements, the same weight, and the same reps that you normally do, it's going to be an entirely different workout. And you're going to feel it way differently than when you just go in and kind of aimlessly go through the workouts. So bringing intention to your workouts is one of the biggest keys that you can use to unlock effective training, which means that you do not need to train as much if you do not want to. It also is going to help you progress much quicker. So, again, I challenge you to go into your next training session and spend time thinking about each movement. What am I trying to connect with? What's my desired outcome? What is my body telling me? How is my technique? Going through those questions with each and every movement, each and every rep, and seeing how much difference it makes on how you feel at the end of your session. And if you can do that, I can guarantee you that you're going to get better results in the gym. So if you have any questions around what intentions you should be bringing, what you should be feeling, how to even think about this, feel free to reach out and ask or drop it in the comments below. But this is something that I want you all thinking about so that you can see more success on your health and fitness journey. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we will talk soon.